Welcome back, you anime nerds. We love you. We're not nerds. You guys are. This is the
Yep.
Out of Pocket Anime Podcast.
Definitely aren't nerds.
Yeah, we're definitely not nerds. We don't
Hmm.
subscribe to that.
Yeah.
We ain't nerds, bitch. And we're getting into Demon
Can we please make sure that when you cut off a demon's head, it dies? Get it right, Demon Slayer. Jesus.
Slayer
Bro, if I knew demon slayers are allowed to have more than one wife, I would have gotten into demon slaying a long time ago.
Entertainment District.
Why do we call it Entertainment District? It should be post Rengoku's death arc. All right? Because that's all that matters in the show. Bring my boy Rengoku back. 2024.
Yep. And in case you didn't cry enough during the original death, did you cry at the beginning of this as well when they were going
Yeah,
through
that
it?
shit fucked me up. Yeah. 100% it fucked me up.
I would hope so,
100%. Yeah.
considering how much you like him.
I ride for Rengoku.
Yeah, consider how much you suck him off.
Yep.
Yes.
100%. I go down on that meaty cock.
Right.
Because you know it's
Yeah.
meaty. He's got a giant penis for sure.
Right. And it's I think it's what really hit you about that. Was it that it was Rengoku, or was it the dynamic with his dad? What hit you?
So really what hit me when I think about it is it was his lack of care for his current dynamic with his dad. Like it was him shining through as a person no matter what was going on. And it's
Mm,
like it's what like his messages to his
mm,
parents and his family, it was like that pretty much is what like embodies Rengoku and who he was as
right.
a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I forgot what he said to tell his dad, but it was like, hey man, fucking like
Yeah, take care
we're
of
good.
yourself.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Like we're fucking good, man. Like be happy, like get better. It's like fuck
Right.
Rengoku. Why you gotta
You're
be such
supposed to
a good
hate him.
dude, man?
You're supposed to hate him.
This dude was an
Is that what you were
alcoholic demon
screaming?
slaying piece of shit.
Throwing shit in your room.
Just fucking
Bullshit.
yeah, I ran straight to my room from the living room, just started knocking shit down.
Your kid, did he watch the Entertainment District again? Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Hey, my son talking to, or my my daughter talking to Kaishar.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, is dad all right? Yeah, he was just watching Entertainment District again. Oh, okay, all right. Well, give him an hour.
You hear you
We'll
in the room. Hear you in the room. I fucking hate Saki. Fuck Saki.
Saki's not even that good. It's not even the best alcohol. Drink whiskey like a man. Fucking horse shit.
He's like, yeah, he's just give him a minute.
Yep.
He'll be good, bug.
Yeah. He'll be good. Give him 30 minutes. We're like, Dad, we're hungry. Fuck your hunger. Do you not know what just happened?
Yeah, but yeah, his dad was pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah,
But
even
it go ahead.
no, he even treated Tanjiro like shit when Tanjiro showed up to give the
Yeah.
messages. It was like, dude, your son just fucking died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking this guy is delivering a message. He didn't have to
Yeah.
do that, but he's fucking bound by his own honor to do that shit. I'm
Mhm.
getting fucking, I'm not sure if you could tell, but I'm getting mad just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it. I'm getting so fucking angry.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you were
the
such a piece of shit, dude.
the cool part was to see him finally break, because I was like, they got to make a
Hmm.
break eventually. Like he's
I am
got to
glad.
like realize. And I love how they did it right when he ran out of Saki. I was like, is this it? Is this it? The next thing you know, he's like, he just lets it all out. Why?
Yeah, and I get it. It's almost like a PTSD, right? Because he was a demon
Oh, he's
slayer.
drinking all that shit
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, he was a demon slayer. He fucked some demons up. He saw a lot of probably innocent people die because he retired. So he was
Ah.
running for years. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so he had like all this shit in his head, and then his wife died on top of it
Yeah.
and
From
left him with
random
two
ailments.
kids because his kids were young when she died. And
Mhm.
so
Well,
he was like,
specifically,
fuck.
the Rengoku was still kind of old. Like he
He was
wasn't old.
older.
He
Yeah,
was
he was
older. He's like
older.
a mid-teen, probably. I
I
want to
think he was a
say.
little younger, but he was definitely like around that age. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just splitting hairs of being an asshole.
Yeah, you
But
are.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's I think he's
100%.
2 years younger than that, but
Yeah. As you know, sometimes I start sentences and think I'm going somewhere, and through the sentence I end somewhere else.
yes,
So
yes,
it's just
that's
what
the
I do,
classic
man.
case of being an asshole.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's spot on. Spot on
but
analysis, Rick.
it was cool. He did break down, so you can clearly tell he's gonna try and make up for it. And something tells me that later on in the series, he's gonna come back in a big way in regards to information. So
You
I
think
think he's
so?
gonna, cause yeah, they left it with the whole sun breathing thing. That was
Yeah,
another cool thing that we didn't know a lot about at that
where
time.
they're exchanging letters and stuff.
Right. And he came in there originally thinking about
Mhm.
like Rengoku was like, hey, there's something about sun breathing that I've read about. So go back to my home and find that book and you'll be able to kind of learn a little bit more about it. But he did break down how flame breathing was a direct
Yeah.
a
How
more
sun breathing,
direct
everything
everything.
stemmed from
Right.
sun breathing, but
So
sun breathing led to like the flame breathing and a couple
it's
others, and then
heavily linked.
everything else was a branch off of that.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
So
like you
they
had
they
the
say
core
flame
four.
breathing is like the closest to sun breathing,
Right.
obviously, for
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
Yeah, because
But
Rengoku's a fucking thug, and if he would have
right.
been taught sun breathing, he would have learned it no problem because he's that dude.
Or I still to this day I wish that they showed some flashbacks of the old Hashira, like his dad
Yeah,
and Earl Kodaki, and
yeah,
I
and then
think they
the
did
Gramps, the
right.
fucking
Yeah, Thunder Gramps,
yeah, yep, that
Zenitsu's
would have been
Gramps.
yep, that would have
That'd
been
be
fucking
dope.
dope.
And he
S-
he mastered all four, right?
I was
If
gonna
I'm not
say
mistaken.
who mastered all
Thunder
four?
Gramps.
Oh, he mastered all the forms.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He mastered all the forms, so that's why he would have been dope.
Yeah, and it's like,
Because
dude, what do the other three look like?
because
Forms of
right now
thunder
we've
breathing.
only seen one at
One.
like the most intense level, granted, but
Yeah.
especially by the end of this.
Well, I think that was cool too to find out that, and I really started to realize that in this one because you start to hear him say ninefold or tenfold when Zenitsu
Right.
eightfold. There's levels to even the one form, so there's levels
Yeah.
to the overall form, and then there's levels to each form, if that makes sense.
Right. But I mean, and to their credit, they did kind of introduce it in the previous arc with the spiders,
Mm,
where they kind of showed him like going with Gramps and being like, "Oh, I only mastered the one move," and him being like, "Dude, that's
right.
fucking impressive." And he
Yeah.
did show there are different levels, but in the
Right.
entertainment district arc, that's where we find out like, oh, there's levels. It's
Right.
not like just you can be best at this and then increase that. It's nah. This is
And
there
there
are
is
fucking
there's
yeah.
sections of
There's
each
fucking
form.
there are levels to this thug shit.
Right. So that'll be
Hmm.
cool, and hopefully we'll see even more forms in the
That
future.
yeah, that'd be nice. And keep in mind,
Especially what I was
guys.
thinking when I saw this.
Yeah, and remember, we don't read the mangas, so
Right.
we're caught up all the way through the show. So we've watched
The
all the way
anime.
through the all the way through the Swordsmith Village arc. So
Mhm.
that's where we're at. So if
Right.
there's anything past that, we don't fucking know. So don't
Right.
spoil it for
And
us,
we're
please.
talking yeah, we're talking about this in the idea or frame of mind that we haven't watched the Swords Village one
Yeah,
as of
we're
yet. We're
not
not
spoiling
gonna
it. We're not
we're,
going to
we're
spoil anything.
yeah, and we're trying to give you guys our opinion from when we first saw this, even though
Hmm.
we've seen it multiple times now, have seen obviously the other ones. But yeah, so that's how they entry in through the whole Rengoku kind of closing
Right.
that arc,
Yeah, they
the
kind of put
sun
the cap
breathing
on it.
introduction.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then you get right into the entertainment district with
Yeah,
Tengen.
fucking rolls back up from training and Tengen's trying to fucking
That
smacking
was
those
it.
little girls on the ass
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Smacking
Ha
him on the ass
ha!
and saying, "You're coming with me."
Yep. Like, what
And I
the
was like,
fuck
"What the
is
fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
Demon
he's an
Slayer has
odd
weird
dude.
moments like that
Yeah,
where you're like,
he's an
"This isn't
odd dude
right."
on top of it. Yeah, this this isn't okay. Why are we doing this? What are
Why are
you
we doing
doing,
this
Demon
without
Slayer?
consent?
Yeah, like ask first.
Come on, dude.
And then even Tanjiro, when he was throwing his little fucking fit, he's like, "I refuse to acknowledge you as a Hashira." And
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Yeah, us too." Huh. And then
Yeah.
Tiggy was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah, the funny part with Tengen too is what I love that Zenitsu notices that Tengen and Inosuke are like the same person because
Oh,
they're
yeah, he
pretty
did. Yeah, yeah.
naive, and
Yeah.
I thought that dynamic was pretty funny too to witness. So they got right back into that comedy relief. What were your first thoughts seeing the Tengen guy?
I mean, I
Tengen
didn't think
Hashira.
anything of him. There wasn't enough there. I knew he was a Hashira, but when you first see him, he's got the
Just a
girls.
goofy
You're
motherfucker.
just like, I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Like, what is this?
yeah,
There's not really much to it at
yeah.
that point when you first see him. It's not like the fucking, the fucking entrances of like Gio when he's fighting, and he shows
That
up
motherfucker
just
comes in
slicing
slick.
niggas up and shit. You know what
Yeah,
I
he
mean?
comes in slick, yeah.
Yep. So it wasn't an entrance like that. Like I wouldn't put it in the top tier of entrances. But
Right,
I would put him in the top tier of thugs by the time it ended for sure.
right, and the overall plot of this, which you find out at that, is the general, like, we think that there's a demon
Are
in
you talking to me or
Entertainment
the crowd?
District.
Are you talking to me or the audience?
The general well, yeah, the general plot, you already know the general plot, don't you?
Okay, so you're talking to the audience?
Yeah, let's use
Okay.
context clues here.
Okay. Context clues. Was that to me
Context
or the
clue.
audience?
The general well, I'm saying the general plot. I'm
Okay.
saying the general fucking plot.
Okay. All right. Say your general plot, man.
Am I not
General
allowed to?
plot. See what I
Am I
did
not
there?
allowed to?
I saluted general plot.
You're like, "Is this to me or the audience?" And you know damn well it wasn't to you.
No, no, I wasn't sure. I was like, this is awkward for
Why
me.
would it not be to you?
I don't know. Well, now we've established that it is to me, and I'm happy. You may
Yes.
continue, good sir. You have my
Yeah.
permission to proceed.
Yeah. So I was gonna give my thoughts on the general plot after I said it.
Okay,
Is
go
that
ahead.
okay with you?
General plot. Now it's okay.
You can answer it if you want. You can ruin the clip if you want and just go on to something else about how you like the entertainment girls or
I
whatever
mean, if
the
you
fuck you want.
insist. If
But
you
I'm gonna go
insist.
ahead and do the topic of choice here, and
Oh
that's
my god,
explain
still
the
talking,
plot.
guys.
Okay? No, you wanted to do it. You
He's
wanted to
fucking
do it.
pulling a Shane right now for sure.
You wanted to do it. We're gonna do it.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
general plot scheme of this, which I actually enjoy, is that he sent his own wives to the fucking entertainment district, which are shinobi, right? He explained that they were shinobi,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were infiltrating the entertainment district. Entertainment district suspectedly has a demon there. People are coming up missing, right? So he's looking to come save them because he hadn't heard from him in a minute. And I
I have a
actually like
question.
that plot because just ignore it.
I have a question, sir.
I used to hate
Sir,
that in
sir.
class. I'd be sitting there and the teacher just
Dude, it
clearly
just keeps
sees you
going.
and just keeps fucking going.
Yeah,
It's
fucking
like, "You're a
annoying.
bitch." Anyway, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, so question, I know like cuz we had talked about you mentioned them being shinobis, and I know we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of animes like shinobis, ninjas, like shinobis are ninjas. So that's why we've seen so much of them. Have you heard this before? Like have you heard anything about shinobis having multiple wives on a regular
No.
basis? I
No.
don't that's not a common thing, right?
No, and I don't even think it was a common theme in his family. I think it was just the fact that he's who he is, a fucking stallion.
No, it was. They actually mentioned that in the show. It was a common
Oh.
theme in his family. So
Oh.
the reason
That
I had
makes sense then.
asked, yeah, the reason I had
No, I
asked
never heard
is
that.
because they say like it was like, yeah, my dad has us take multiple wives. And I think they mentioned that they're one of the last shinobi clans because even when he was fighting
Yeah.
my man with the sickles, the
Yeah, he
dude's
was
like
like
the shinobi don't exist anymore.
right.
And so I was wondering, like, is that a normal shinobi thing to do to take multiple wives, or were they doing that to help the clan and keep the
Well,
clan going and keep the shinobis going? So now I'm assuming
I
that
have no
that
idea.
that's that that's the case,
That's a
considering
good theory. That's a good theory,
considering I don't know.
maybe. I
I'm
don't
just a
know.
smart guy coming up with
They
great
never
theories, just
usually talk
whatever.
about how many fucking wives they have when they're talking about ninja. Like you never hear about that
Have
in
you ever
Naruto.
watched but have you ever watched an anime? They're always talking about
A
bitches in there,
shinobi?
and
No, they're
if
always talking
someone
about
has more than
bitches,
one,
but not a
if
specific. They're not
but
talking about a specific tribe's ideology about how many wives each of them have. They're talking
Yeah,
generally.
I guess not in shonens, but in isekais, it's all they talk about.
Oh well, I wonder
Fucking
why.
5 wives per isekai, that's the rule. Don't you
Yeah,
know that? If you have 3 wives, it doesn't count as an isekai, you gotta label it as something else. You gotta have 5, dude.
yeah,
Gotta have 5 or keep it moving.
not in shonen. All right, and they all have to have big tits or what?
All of them, every single they gotta be busty. Oh, there's gotta be one, though. There's gotta be
Well,
one that's way inappropriate.
I'll tell you what, Tengen's wives were sexy as hell. Mwah.
Each one of them. Each one
All
of them.
3.
I will
All
say,
3.
if I had to
Which
get
one
rid
did
of
you like the
one,
most?
well,
No, pick
if
the
I
one
had
you
to
like
get
the most. What do you mean 1?
uh
You're
if I
like, "I'm
had
gonna
to get
keep
rid of
2."
one.
No,
Yep,
I'm not getting rid of 2. I'm keeping at least 2.
I'm keeping 2 for sure. Because you gotta have your backup wife. What if your first wife dies? This is a dangerous line of business.
A la Rengoku's dad.
There you go.
If he
Boom,
had more
dangerous.
wives, he probably wouldn't have fell into that drunken slumber.
Exactly. See, you get it. You fucking get it.
But if you had to get rid of 1,
If
who
I
would
had
you
to get
pick?
rid of one, I would have got rid of the annoying one that was scared all the time. She's just
Yeah.
obnoxious. She's just too
Was she the one
obnoxious.
who was crying on, like,
Yep.
Nezuko, like, "Don't do that to
Yep.
him,"
Yep.
and
Yep. I just can't do obnoxious. You could be scared all you want, but if you're gonna be obnoxious, you can fucking go.
I like that if she's obnoxious in, like, an enlightened way towards me, if that makes sense. So if she's, like, super, like, ooey gooey like that, but she clings to me to feel better, I would like that.
See, but would you call that obnoxious?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, obnoxious if she was being combative and doing that,
Yeah,
that would be
that's
what
be
I would
obnoxious.
consider
Yeah.
obnoxious.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, that's
Fair
fine, but
enough.
that's not what I'd consider obnoxious. But the one I would keep is that bad bitch who had the
I
fucking
like the red.
the
She
kunai
had red.
knives.
Was that
I
the one
like
who had the red?
I think that was purple. She had the
Okay.
kunai knives with the fucking wisteria poisoning on them and
Okay. Yeah, I
shot
know
those
which one you're
fucking
talking about.
cannons. Yeah.
Yeah, the one who
Yeah.
got the, like, flower or
Yep.
whatever from him?
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
That'd be
cool.
the one. That'd be the one I keep.
Yeah, but preferably all 3. I'll take all 3,
I mean
preferably.
ideally, in a perfect world, I ain't mad at keeping all 3, but,
Yeah,
the 3rd one's gotta, like, stay busy or fucking
yeah,
I don't know what she's gotta do, but it's gotta be away from me. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Now, the awkward part about the plot, in my opinion, is that they did the same plan. So he had the girls infiltrate the same way he had the guys, the big 3 infiltrate,
That's a
and I'm
good
all
point.
like, "Why would you do the same thing
I
twice?
didn't
You're ignorant.
actually I didn't
You're
actually
ignorant."
ever put that together. That is
Yeah,
fucking stupid when you
you're
think
ignorant.
about it.
You're
He's
yeah,
like, "Yeah, I had these 3 girls, my 3 wives infiltrate, and they're fucking gone missing. So what I'm gonna
you're
have you guys do is the exact same fucking thing."
and you're gonna call me daddy
Fucking
while you do it,
genius.
'cause he
Daddy,
has
daddy,
something
daddy,
about being
daddy,
called
daddy,
lord
daddy. Let
or
me call you
master.
daddy, 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 daddy. No?
Are you done or you finished?
Nothing is a TikTok trend. I don't know, man. I'm doing my
No,
best here. Trying to
no,
keep up with the times. See?
no.
Did you see the Rizzle on that? What's up?
Yeah, love
Yeah,
the
I'm
Rizzle.
cool.
Love
I'm
it.
cool. They call me the
Yeah.
Rizzler.
What did you think about their undercover jobs? Like, did you enjoy it? Did you think that
I
they
don't
were did
no.
you enjoy watching
No.
that? I didn't even
No.
really enjoy watching it. I
No.
thought it was weird.
Yeah, whenever I rewatch it, because I've rewatched it 4 or 5 times since, I
Yeah.
skip it.
Yeah.
I skip it every
Same
time. I
here.
just don't care.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the most filler Demon Slayer has in the entire show. Most
Yeah.
pointless filler.
Yeah, it was
And
pretty
so,
boring.
yeah, I fucking hated it.
And then, you know, they're
I the
slapping
only
little girls around and shit,
yeah,
and
beating the shit out of these little girls, trying to train them to be concubines because I don't feel comfortable calling little girls that young the other word.
yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like I understand this is like indicative
That's
of the
wild
time
that they're
period.
grooming. Yeah.
So this isn't like
Straight
uncommon for that
grooming.
time period, but it's like,
Right.
fuck, dude. Like we could, maybe update this a little bit so I don't feel
Yeah.
as creepy watching it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
But
no, it was
anime
hard
don't
to
give a
watch.
fuck. They
Yeah, it was
do
hard.
not care.
It was like a okay the very first time I saw it, but that's all I could really watch it was that very
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, the first time ever since the first time I
'Cause I was
I
definitely
haven't
skipping through it as well. I was like, "Man,
mhm.
fuck that.
Well, because
I
you're
don't need
worried
to see
because the
all
show
that."
moves so fast that you're worried you're gonna miss something. So you're paying
Mhm.
attention to stuff like that, but nah.
You don't really miss too much even if you skipped over
Mm-mm.
it. But they long story short, they find the guy and or the girl, and that she had a weird ability to hide people in
Her
cloak,
fucking scarf?
her scarf, and then
Yeah, which
later
was
she
part
goes
of
down
her
into a
body?
dungeon and eats them.
Yeah, fucking weird.
Weird.
Also weird is I think up to this point, other than like the lower level demons, the only higher level demon they show actually eating somebody, like true fully on eating somebody, is that
Mhm.
fucking drum demon.
Right.
Everybody else are just like, yeah, they eat people and shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they don't
Yeah.
really show
They
demons
don't really
fucking
yeah, like,
snacking
really
on niggas
munching
like
on them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. And I was like, I'm good with
They
that.
yeah,
I
I was
think I'm
about to
good
say,
with
I'm
that.
cool with that too. I don't need to have any
So
more nightmares than
yeah,
the
shout
beginning
outs to
ones
you,
already
Demon
showed me.
Slayer. Way to keep a good look there.
Showing just enough.
But yeah, I was happy that she didn't end up being the true upper rank demon because she was just as obnoxious as the wife.
She was.
She was
She
fucking
it was just
annoying,
like she
dude.
constantly either was sucking ass, to be honest, for an upper
Yep.
rank,
Mm-hmm.
or just bitching.
Yep, just bitching the whole
just
fucking time.
bitching.
I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck."
Now she was
Oh!
sexy as hell. I'll give the design that. For a demon,
Yeah.
female demon design, big old booty, big old titties, had her stomach all out. I do damage.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of the hidden surprises. That's just me personally.
No, I don't
Like,
mind that either.
I like girls who look sexy covered up.
Yeah, I don't mind
Like,
that
I'm like,
either.
"Ooh, I wonder what's underneath that." Yeah, take that off, girl. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
one to
like
be like,
both.
"Oh, there it is. We all know what's underneath that." No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I like both.
I mean, I guess I don't like is a wrong word. I guess the correct way
I
to put it
wouldn't
would be
wife it.
I wouldn't prefer that.
Yeah, I wouldn't wife it.
Yeah. So, it's a good thing she was a concubine
Yeah, no
because
thanks.
because no one's wifing
Everybody,
that.
the whole village felt that power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying?
saying? You know
Yeah, you
what
say it.
I'm saying?
I do know what you are saying. You don't have to keep repeating yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're not even saying it anymore. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
And then so, but like,
they
even
find her
with
out.
yeah, like they find her out. They split up, which I do like that they do in Demon Slayers. They split up the main characters and
Mhm,
show that they can hold their own when they
mhm,
absolutely have to. So that is
right,
one aspect of Demon Slayer I fucking love is that they do that. But
mhm.
good lord, talk about I think both of our favorite moment is when Tengen shows up.
Yes, but hold on,
Okay.
before that
Yeah,
moment,
before we get to that, what do you got
which
for
is
me?
like right before it, the Nezuko moment. You remember where she got turned loose? She helped out Tanjiro because Tanjiro was one on one in that bitch, and then
Oh,
she
yeah,
came in
yeah.
and helped out, but she didn't help out like she normally does. This bitch
Fucking
lost her fucking mind,
yeah, she did.
and I thought
Yeah,
that
she
was
did.
wild because
Good call.
this is the very first time where you see she's about to eat somebody, like
Yeah,
about to
first
legit,
time. Yeah,
yeah.
and Tanjiro's being a little bitch about it. Like, dude, all right. So
Well, yeah.
let's say
Let's
you let
reel
her
her in.
yeah, let's say you let her snack on one or two people
Okay.
and she saves the whole district. Like,
Uh
isn't
huh.
that kind of worth it?
I was just gonna ask you too. I forgot. I was gonna fucking ask if you would have let her fucking eat the
Oh,
people
hell yeah,
because
dude.
of how much you don't care about human lives.
Zero fucks given. Yeah, I'm here
You're
to
not Earl
accomplish a
Kodak.
mission. I am not. No, you fucking snack them up. You snack them up, dude.
But
And
you
make
have
sure
to
you eat the whole
guarantee.
bodies because I gotta lie about this later and say you didn't eat anybody. So you gotta eat all of
Where's the
them.
evidence?
Yeah, where's the evidence? Can't find it, can you? And guess what? Nezuko don't poop, so you can't go through there. All right. Last I checked, she saved the entertainment district.
All right.
All right. Yeah, but I
She
mean,
just
you had
had to
to
snack on a couple people.
when you thought you were gonna ask me that question, you had to know what I was gonna say, right?
Yeah, but it's
One
funny too
hundred
because you had
percent.
already jumped to saying, let her eat him. Let her."
Before you had the chance to
Yeah.
ask.
I'm like, yeah. She almost snacked on a couple people. Yeah, let her eat them. Let her eat
Yeah, I'm
them.
it's the one thing I'm consistent in. And I mean
Very,
literally the
very
one thing.
consistent.
The one
Very
thing.
good. Couple
I am very
casualties
consistent.
don't really, and it's funny too because Tengen brought that up too, where he's like, "I had a brother." You remember where he said,
Yeah, yeah.
"I had a brother," and the reason I we went our separate ways is because he didn't care about his subordinates.
Yeah,
He like, "Oh,
100%.
we'll sacrifice whoever we need to
Yep.
get through what we gotta get through." He
Yep.
was Aaron
Yep.
Yeager to the fucking fullest.
Yep,
So
100%. Now, I do think there's a balance in that though. Like I think it matters what's going
80%
on.
balance or what?
Well, that's all right. You're protecting your people. You're protecting a whole island of people. You've already gone down this path. You kill them all, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, there's a balance. Like, if I have to kill this one guy before he kills two people, I'm not gonna let those two people die. But if
As
it's like a whole city, or like if he kills these two people and I can stop him to protect a whole city, then yeah, these two motherfuckers are as good as dead in my head. Like,
That's
you're
wild.
dead. Sorry, you're dead, but I gotta protect this whole city. Unless those two motherfuckers are relatives of mine that I actually care about. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that's the
Yeah.
only thing that changes things. But other than that, like, let Nezuko snack on
Let
these
him
niggas
die.
real quick. All right. And she'll get even stronger. So she's already fucking this bitch up. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
she
she is
was.
fucking this bitch up.
She
Tanjiro's in
was.
the background being a little bitch about it. Like, oh, Nezuko, no,
She was
no, don't
fucking
do
this
it.
and this
No,
is her
calm
only real
down.
mark in the show was this moment. Or not in the show,
Ah,
in this, arc.
I,
That was her time to do shit
yeah, as
because
far
you
as
don't really
fighting
see her
wise,
do anything else until the very end of the arc.
yeah, 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 yeah. So this is one of the two moments you could say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, dude, just fucking Tanjiro, stop being a bitch. Let your sister fuck this bitch up. She's gonna eat these
For
two
real.
people, get
Or like,
even stronger.
well, I wouldn't. Okay, so I wouldn't let her eat the people, but
Yeah, we know, man.
like
You're soft.
once you stop her, like once you
Uh,
once you
Just
calm down,
hold her, Serge. You got it. Hold her.
calm down,
You got
Tengen,
it.
can you help me?
God damn it! It's a goddamn demon.
So once you smack her in the head a couple of times, calm her
Stop it!
down.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
Stop it! Stop it! Go to
it!
sleep. Go to sleep.
Go.
Shh.
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 It's because your mom's never gonna know about it. Shh.
But once he calms her down, I was just like, I'd be like, yo, wake up and go fight. Go fight that bitch again.
Yeah, we good?
Just yeah,
We
put
good? You
something
got your
around her mouth. Like, we good? You blinking? You can see how many fingers am I holding up? You know what I
yeah,
mean? And then
yeah,
let's get back to work.
yeah.
But
100%.
they
I agree
put
with
her
that
into
too.
slumber, and I'm all like, damn, we about to
Yeah.
die, bro.
Yeah, and I will add though, if I am in a situation where I'm not gonna let her eat those people, which so we can establish this for the internet, I will never be in that situation. I'm letting her eat those two people. But let's say I am in that situation where I can't let her eat those two people because they're like relatives of mine, right? So
Mhm,
if that's the case, when I'm holding her, I'm not talking to her. I'm yelling at them. I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, wrap your arm and get the fuck out of here so I can let this bitch go
mhm,
because your blood is the reason she's like this. And if you're still here in 60 seconds, then you're stupid and you get to go. All
mhm.
right. I'm going to let her go anyways. I don't care about our relations. So,
Right,
so fucking wrap your shit. Well, I got this bitch biting down
right. Yeah,
and fucking get out of here. All right.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That damn thing was beating on my hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at because he's like, no, Nezuko, calm down. Like, nigga, she is a demon. She does not listen to you. All right,
Yes.
talk to the human beings over there if you're trying to
Yes.
protect them because these dumbasses are just.
Yeah. But then right after that moment, they have
hmm
the sick
that's
moment,
yeah, which is got to be which I was gonna tell you
the
before that
Hashira
we should
moment.
do our favorite moment, but I had a feeling this was both of our favorite moments,
Yeah.
so I was like, we don't need to do it because we both know this was the moment because
100%.
fucking this fucking
The
Tengen
most
rolls through.
ha Yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
the most Hashira fucking persona fucking
Yeah.
moment you
Oh
could
yeah.
have.
Oh
Just
yeah.
really encapsulates Hashiras in general. Like that when you think about what we've seen, especially since thus far, with the
Right.
exception of like Rengoku at the
Mhm.
very, very end, with the exception of that, what he did in that entry was just like if I had to explain Hashira to people, I would show them that scene.
Yeah, and what they're
And
capable of and how they
right.
are.
Right, so he pulls up talking to people, right?
Yep.
That's how we see him. He's
Yeah.
just over there like, "Hey, what's going on? How you
Yeah.
guys
Just
doing? Can you get him
yeah.
can you get Nezuko under control?" And
Yep.
then she's all like, "Hey,"
What the fuck? I'm a demon. I'm over here. Pay attention to me, you
and
fucking
then
son of
take
a
it from here.
bitch.
I already know
This,
you're
and
about
that. Yeah.
go ahead. Say
He's
it.
like, she's like fucking flipping out. She's like, motherfucker, I'm right here. You're supposed to be fighting me. Why are you talking to them? Stop ignoring me. I'm a fucking demon. I'm a beast. I'm upper six. This, and that. He's like, you're not upper six. Shut the fuck up.
You're not
Get the
upper
fuck
6.
out of
Get
here.
the fuck
And
out
she
of here,
was
nigga.
like, yes, I
You're
am. Why
definitely
don't you
not upper
believe me? You're
6.
a piece of shit. This, and that. He's like, really? Because if you were upper six, why have you already lost your head? And
And
then
she's
I
like, "What?
remember when he said that, I was like, huh?
Huh? You
And
just pulled up
and
talking."
yeah, and she was like, huh? And then all of a sudden, whoop,
Just
and I was
slowly
like,
falls off.
ah, this nigga cut
He
off
cut
her
her head
head.
off. He
And he
cut
cut it
her
off
head
so
off.
and he cut it off so clean that
Yeah,
nobody
didn't
that
even
it
notice.
took that it had
No,
to slide off.
right. Nobody noticed. It was
Yep.
just him, and that was one of the thuggiest things ever.
I
And go
I
ahead.
do appreciate the fact that she was like popping off and it
Mhm,
did take him a minute to realize cuz remember like they bring it up in the series where they're like, "Yo, like this is the most progress Demon Slayers have had in years
mhm.
as far as like meetings with the higher ranked demons." So the fact that they didn't understand that demons, not all demons, you just cut off the head.
Well, especially with the upper ranks, because
Right.
like you mentioned, they've been getting slaughtered by upper ranks.
Yep. Yep. Sure
Really.
have. And so he cuts off the head and he's talking and she's like yelling at him. He's like, shut the fuck up. And he's still talking to Tanjiro.
thinking
And then
she's
all
gonna
of a
die.
sudden, yeah, and all of a sudden he realized, he's like, wait a sec, she's still fucking talking to me. He's like,
Right.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
This isn't what I thought. Also, I've noticed, and I don't know if this is like majority of the community or just like random people, but I know there's a good amount of people who have been like, this is one thing they actually hate about Demon Slayer. A lot of the people who don't like
That's not
Demon Slayer,
consistent.
that it's not consistent. They're like, dude, like fucking, you're supposed to cut off the head, then all of a sudden cutting off the head doesn't do the trick, and this, and that. It's not
It's part of the
consistent.
lore.
And it's like, well, you got to understand, like, they're upper six. They're the best of the best. Of course, there's going to be more to it. It's not going to be that easy. Because if
Exactly.
it was that easy, you would think after that much time, they'd all be fucking dead.
Right. And it's hard to. That's a great point. It's hard to make points off of it because we've seen more in the
Yeah.
future.
Tricky.
So I want to say extra stuff, but I'm holding back right now.
Appreciate
And
you. Been worried
yeah,
about
I
you all
mean,
episode.
well, and what you notice in this one is the trick is that you have to cut both of them off at the same time
Right.
simultaneously in order to kill
Yeah.
them. So it is still keeping that concept somewhat, but they're linked because they're brother and sister.
Right.
So I thought that was a cool spin. It was fucking incredible. That whole battle was just incredible.
So, even up until the point where we've watched with the Swordsmith Village arc, and you guys know my love for Rengoku, and you guys know how pure and how real that love is that I have for Rengoku. This hands down was the best fight so far.
I agree.
Hands down, it was the best fight so far.
Yeah.
With fucking Inosuke and fucking Zenitsu fighting the
The
fucking
the
the
bitch.
belt bitch.
Yeah, the belt bitch, and then
Yeah, the
you got
belt bitch,
Tengen
and then
going blow for blow with
with
fucking
fucking Mr. Sickles over
blood
there.
sickle cell
Yeah.
disease over there.
Sickle cell disease. I like that.
Yeah,
Mr. Sickle Cell.
dude looks sick.
He
Mr.
does.
Sickle Cell, dude. But that
Yeah.
was that. I love that design. Annoying as hell.
God,
His
that voice.
my sisters.
Your handsome face. You've never
Yeah.
struggled a day in your life, have you?
Oh, I was like, kill
And he
him,
just,
please.
yep, shut up, dude.
Yeah, he's talking all the time, and it's always like this.
Yep. Can't do it, man. Can't fucking
Crying
do it.
like that too.
Yep. Yep.
Someone kill that little boy.
Yeah.
He's crying.
What'd you think of his backstory when they showed it?
I thought it was pretty fucked up.
Right?
Pretty
Really
jacked up, but it
shitty.
makes sense because I think they grew up near the entertainment district, right? Which is why they
Yeah.
were so
Yeah.
judgy. But
Mhm.
god damn, that man, if I were
Yeah.
him, I would want to kill everybody too.
Yeah, I get it, dude. I fucking get it.
Then
I
I
fucking
think
get it.
what really was fucked up was what happened to his sister without him being there, because
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's always super protective, but you wouldn't assume that that would be how she dies,
Right,
and
I
for him to
agree.
walk back into that, oh
And be
man,
like, "Nah, nigga."
scorched earth, dude, and then
Yep.
you get demon power. Oh Jesus
Yep, I get
Christ!
it, dude. I fucking get it 100%.
Yeah,
Like, you can't
yeah,
do it. You can't live. Like, you
yeah,
gotta
right.
die.
You gotta
But
die
I get
here.
it. But I get it, dude. Like, 100%. I was riding for you for that whole backstory. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, turn into a demon. Fuck that nigga up.
I know, right? I would have
Fuck
been
that
like, "Yeah,
samurai.
give me that fucking demon power and
Yep,
give my
kill them
sister that."
all. Yep,
Yeah.
kill them all." But
Mhm.
also, did you, like, see your face? Like, it is kinda scary, man.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, you're fucking,
Yeah.
you look gross.
Well, no, and I mean the interesting part about him too is he was still just chilling, making sure his sister was good because his
Yeah,
sister was
that was
doing
his
majority of
whole
the killing.
yeah, that was his whole thing,
Because
yeah.
even yeah,
Just
even him as a demon, it's not like he's walking around killing people. He's just
yeah,
waiting. He's just letting his sister do his thing and protecting her.
yeah.
So it was a cool little dynamic, a cool backstory. But that fight, man, that Tengen uh
Fucking
sickle
shit,
cell
dude.
fight, the animations, man. I was watching that
Oh,
back and I was
yeah,
like, holy shit.
and the fucking, like, the sound explosions going off from his fucking little sound
Sound,
balls.
yeah.
Fucking that shit was
His sound
so fucking
forms.
dope. And then
Yeah,
even when him and Tanjiro were teaming up and, like, switching back and forth and almost like in a perfect unison, never having fought together.
right. Like they
That's
just
fucking
read the
crazy.
situation and played off
Yeah.
of each other perfectly. It was an
Also,
amazing fight.
this one gave me a fucking whole new respect for goddamn fucking Tanjiro because he had the 2 broken fingers.
Oh man! Oh, I told you this the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, he
I was
did.
like the most fucked up thing out of
Yep.
all that. We
Couldn't
saw
watch
all
it.
kinds of bullshit happen, and
Yeah.
I watched
Hold
it
on, hold on,
again, and
hold
I
on,
was
hold
like
on, hold on
this.
before you go, before you go. You guys need to understand. Like, we watch a ton of animes. I tell Blackie all the different animes he needs to watch. As you guys know, if you watch a lot of animes, there are fucked up shit that happens in every anime. The slashing, fucking guts, like people pulling guts out. People like even in Demon Slayer, you see them chowing down
uh,
on people.
Attack
Not
on
a
Titan,
lot.
people getting eaten.
Yeah, Attack on Titan, fucking arms getting blown, shit like that. Shit gets wild. This is the
Uh,
only time Surge has been
has
like, yo, I had to look. I couldn't watch him. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
So the very first time it was like, oh shit! I was like,
Yeah.
ouch! Ah!
You got to
Ah!
tell I think
I
we
was
forgot to
staring at
tell him
my
the moment you were talking about. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, so everybody gets fucked up, right? So
Yeah.
you're like, dude, they almost killed him, and then everybody just ends up fucked up. He's the
Mhm.
only one left standing, and homeboy's pulling over there, like crouched over on him, like, "Hey
You
there."
think you're a pretty boy.
Yeah, you thought you were going to win, huh? He's all just talking shit.
Yep.
And then he noticed him like his hands tied to the fucking thing. He's all fucked up, and he's like, "All you have is these hands left and this beaten body." And he picks up his hand and he just snaps two of his fingers back. And Tanjiro's like, "Ah, he took it like a champ." But I'm sitting
Yep.
there like, "Ah, oh," in my room, like, "No, why? Why would you do that?"
Yeah, he
And
watched the rest of this, no problem. No complaints at all about
he's
the
just running
gore,
around.
nothing. And then he's like, yo, I couldn't. He's like, could you fucking actually watch him snap those fucking fingers? He's like, every time he did it, I was like, ugh,
Tanjiro just running around like this,
yep, with his
grabbing
fucking
shit.
dangling.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
fucking just loosely
just
dangling.
grabbing shit, trying to grab a sword.
Yep, he tied his hand.
His other hand, yeah.
Yeah, he tied
And
his
then
hand to the
they
sword,
fucking
man.
broke his other two
They ended
fingers
up
on that.
fucked
God
up.
damn, it didn't
They
stop.
ended up fucked up. Like
It didn't
God.
stop. But yeah, that whole fight sequence was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I was a
Crazy. I
big
loved
fan.
every
Like,
minute of it.
yeah, just like you said, and then even fucking, it wasn't easy. It shows how
Right.
fucking strong these motherfuckers are, especially
Yeah.
because we see the first scene where Tengen pops in and he chops his bitch's head off, and nobody knows because he moved that quick. And
Right.
granted, you would think because he's the sound Hashira, that's got to be
Mhm,
closely related to thunder breathing, right?
uh-huh.
Like it's got to
Yeah.
be an off branch
Oh,
of
it's
thunder
gotta be
breathing,
linked.
right?
Yeah. 100%.
So, so with that being said, speed's probably going to be a big thing in his game, and
And he's
he
fast.
slices through the bitch who everybody else is struggling with, and then he goes
Mhm.
and fights fucking sickle cell,
Yeah.
and over
And
there as he's fighting sickle cell, he even loses a fucking arm.
yeah, and one of the coolest parts to him and watching him fight is he noticed that once everything got sticky, each time everything got sticky, if you really watch it back, where shit got real close to somebody getting really fucked up, he moved everybody away and took the guy with him.
Oh
Or
yeah,
he always was like, I gotta get rid of everybody else, and then I'll like he always took that saving grace for everybody in all those little key moments. And the fucking stupid part, again, I tell you this all the time in anime, is the
hmm
fucking poison, dude. I cannot stand
he's
poison
not a
in
fan
this
of the
fucking.
poison, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
too easy to get poison off. It's too easy, dude. It's too easy. It's like
Yeah,
fucking this dude was just like what's his face? Baby from DBGT. It's like, dude, there's no way you're not gonna get poisoned at some point fighting that dude. It's too easy.
yeah, that is. I was gonna mention that his sickles were poisoned, which was
Yeah.
I thought was fucking stupid.
Like Jesus Christ, man.
I hate that so much.
You
I'm
can't
with you.
make that shit up.
I don't have as
Where did
deep
that
of a
come
hatred
from?
for it as you, but I
Yeah,
am
it's
also not a
stupid.
fan. I am
It's
very much
dumb.
not a fan.
It's
And
dumb.
then it's dumb, it's stupid, you're
It's
wrong.
stupid.
It's
I
just as
hate
bad
this.
as
I
I.
hate it. I
And if you
hate
don't
it.
agree with me, go fuck
Like,
yourself.
yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I think it's a cop out.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
and I
trump
agree.
card.
I agree with you. It's a trump card because no matter what, even if it's a great fight and you're slicing people up, like they're gonna be poisoned.
You're
So
dead.
you're dead. It's
You
kind of like
lose.
it's the suicide bomber effect, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like no matter what, if you die, you have the vest on, so you can always take them with you. So
Right.
it's like doesn't really matter if they're stronger than you or
But
not
it's a
when you have
suicide
that
vest
vest.
without you having any repercussions. You know what I mean? Like
What do you mean? Like,
you don't have the vest on. You're not dying. Like him
oh,
poisoning
gotcha.
him,
Yeah,
he's
I
not gonna go
gotcha.
die. It's only
I got
him.
you. Yeah, yeah,
That's
that
how
makes sense.
stupid it is
Okay,
because it's
I agree.
stupid.
Yep, yep. I
It's
completely
unfair
understand
and
that
it's
situation.
stupid.
Yeah, I get
I
it. We tell us how you really feel, dude.
fucking hate it.
Ah, now you're in your room tearing shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, but I did like how they flipped it on him, right? So he used poison, and then that one of his wives pulls up and says,
Oh,
"That
my
that that
bitch, my
that
bitch.
that that."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Which
They
was
had the
cool.
old
What did you
school fucking cannons with the fucking where they pull the string and just fucking
and how the fuck
boom. All those kunais.
can somebody tell me why he had this poison this whole time and didn't tell anybody or anyone about it? No other Hashira knows that there's a poison that can stop demons from
Yeah, they do.
either.
They
What
knew.
do you mean? How do they
They
know?
knew because that's what the butterfly chick uses. Remember, because she's got the little.
Yeah, but she has little insects, so that's something special to her.
It's
He uses.
wisteria. It's wisteria poison.
Oh,
You're
okay.
saying,
So
yeah.
she
You're
uses the
saying,
same stuff as
yeah,
him
yeah.
using that?
So they
Okay.
are aware of it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Because they actually bring that up
Well,
in the
why don't they
prior arc.
fucking coat their blades in that shit?
You know, that's what I don't get because she does. So
Right.
that's her thing is she coats it in that shit because she's not strong enough to sever it, which is why her sword is so thin and stuff like that. Her thing is just 1,000 slices with my blade coated in poison. And it's like if that poison is available, why doesn't
Where'd you learn all
everybody do
this?
it?
Did we
I
learn all
watch
this in the
prior
past
arc.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have talked about that. Damn,
Yeah.
we missed
I
out.
mean, yeah, it's all good. But
Yeah.
that was when we were still trying to figure out how we were doing
Yeah,
things and
like I
stuff
knew
like
her
that.
ability, I just didn't remember all that extra
Yeah,
detail.
because that was during the unwavering arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
And
oh well.
so, but yeah, it's like so hers was coated in poison. But to your point, if you know that's a thing, what would it hurt to have everybody's blades coated in wisteria poisoning?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
And
know
then
what
that
it.
gets into the point that another point that you actually made, and I don't think you connected them. But the other point that you made is that how poison is stupid. So that proves that even the fucking show knows that adding poison is stupid.
Right.
And it fucking is
It fucks everything up.
it fucks everything up because if not, they would have. Because a normal person would be like, "Oh, so we could just all coat our blades in this shit, and we can fucking any demon we just get a nick on, we beat. Like
Right.
we're just gonna fucking do that then."
Yeah.
So even the show fucking knows that. Wow, that upset me. I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't like it at all because there's
Thanks a
always
lot,
something like
Blackie.
that.
Thank
There's
you a
always
lot.
something like that.
Fucking
There's always
stupid.
something like that that ruins it. So that's dumb, but that was cool. And you mentioned this briefly as you were talking about it. Once the broken hand thing had happened, he pulled up with no hand or no arm or half an arm, whatever the fuck
Yeah,
you call
fucking
it.
whatever. A stub. We'll
And
just call
he
it a
came
stub.
in to fucking save Tanjiro, and that shit was badass as fuck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And then
And going
remember, he
blow
even
for
used his
blow.
fucking teeth to extend the range at one point. He's like,
Hmm.
ha ha, fuck you. And he's all hype and he's like a battle junkie moment where you
Yeah,
can see him like the excitement in his eyes from like a good fight on this demon and
yeah,
fucking going toe to toe with this bitch with one fucking arm. And
yeah.
he was poisoned too, so you could see the poison going through that arm and shit. It
Hmm.
was fucking wild.
It's very sick. I loved it.
Yeah, and even at the end, like where Tanjiro's plan, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
he was like, where he fucking poisoned him to slow him down, and we
Mm-hmm.
get one of Shane's favorite moments, the fucking Tanjiro headbutt. Anytime anybody headbutts anybody in anything, okay, there are two things that no matter who does it, no matter where it happens, I will always like. The
Yep.
first one is a fucking headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where it happens, who does it, as long as there's a headbutt, Shane's on board. The
Mm-hmm.
second one is whenever in a shooting movie or shooting show, when the gun empties, they throw the gun at the person.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty
Those are
dope.
the two things that
Mm-hmm.
no matter what situation it's in, if it happens, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
so many people, they shoot out the clip. They're like, oh,
They just drop the gun.
I guess I'm done with this. No, it's still a weapon. Have you ever been hit with a gun? It fucking hurts.
Yeah,
Fucking
those things
throw it
are
at him.
heavy.
Yeah,
Things are
throw
fucking
it at him,
heavy.
motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
And so that was dope.
Yeah.
Where he headbutted him, and he was like, "Shit, that was he had a hard head, but fucking Jesus, why am I so
But
dizzy?"
he
He's like,
also
"Ha ha,
stabbed him as
nigga.
well.
Yep, you got tricked, bitch.
Yeah,
Tricks for kids."
the only reason why he got hurt was because of the poison that he poisoned him
Yep,
with while he
yep,
did that.
and he hit it by fucking throwing the fucking bag of whatever that scent was,
Yeah.
or whatever those herbs were that created that scent to disguise the poison smell. So he can stab him. You're like, oh, Tanjiro's kind of a fucking dude.
Yeah.
He's not
No,
just a whiny little bitch about his sister. He's
he
he's
was
a
about that
fucking dude.
action. Now at that point in time though, I thought Nezuko was gonna come back and save him. And I was like, dude, Nezuko is just nowhere to be found here.
That's true. I
Nowhere to
thought
be found.
she wasn't helping the. No, that's right. She was pretty much
No.
passed out at that point.
Yeah, she was
You're right.
still doing her own thing. And he ended up helping out. And then Thunderclap woke up, Zenitsu, and went Godspeed. And that's where you
That's right.
saw that
Hmm.
fucking I think it's the strongest form of the first form, right?
I would assume
Godspeed.
so.
He can only use
Cause
it twice.
yeah,
He had already used it once, but I could be wrong. We don't know.
yeah, we don't know because we just haven't seen. We won't know for
We
sure
don't
until
read
the
the
show
manga or
ends.
anything, or
Right.
yeah.
And so
So
we'll have to see if there's another level above that, which would be I don't know what that would be.
yeah, how much higher
You
you can
know
get
what I
than
mean?
Godspeed? What else would there be?
Like
Just
fucking Mother Earth speed,
yeah,
like
like
fucking
asshole
universe
speed or
speed.
something,
Like
or
Jesus, all right.
like butthole
Assholes
speed,
on the
or
mind. What's up?
yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey man,
Getting
he had three
lonely?
wives. He
All
had three
right.
wives. Give me one. You know what I'm
Give me
saying?
one. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. Hook a
Call me.
brother up.
It was funny though when the demon dude was like, "You have three wives? Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I hate you more.
Of course, a good cat like you has three
I
wives.
hate you more." But
Yeah, fucking.
yeah, it was cool. And
Yeah.
Tang, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, even like just everything that's showing their like fucking creativeness in the moments of trying to figure shit out, and just
Mhm.
you can see it. The one thing I like about the show is just the way they progress every character in every facet. So even them, like their battle experience has gone up. So the way
Yeah,
they evolve during fights has been much better than in the prior fights. So in the
yeah,
prior fights where they struggle, this part in the next fights they don't struggle as much with it. And it's
yeah.
like, so they were struggling taking off the head. So at one point, fucking Inosuke was like sawing at that bitch.
I was just gonna say the Inosuke sauna that bitch, and I fucking lied. That wasn't my moment with the Hashira. The fucking moment for me was him running around with that bitch's head where he just
Oh
took
shit,
off,
yeah.
and
He's
he's
like, I
just
got her
like,
head.
I was like, "Oh!" He's like, "I got her
Run!
head!"
Run!
And he didn't hesitate. He saw her head, and instantly he's like, "I'm gonna run with her head."
Yep.
You guys get the other guy.
Yep.
That shit, I was
I
crying
forgot
laughing.
about that. Yeah.
And then
That
he's
shit was
all like,
fucking
and then he just
hilarious, dude.
gets fucking sliced right in the back, where he's like,
Yep. Slice the fuck up.
ugh. And that's where you find out he could fucking shift his organs.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
that's what
actually
happens when
kind
you
of made
grow up in the
sense.
fucking forest.
Yeah. It oddly enough made sense. I
No, it
don't
does
know why
not.
it made
You
sense to
can
me.
move your heart
Yeah,
inside
but
of your
he
body.
was like, "Yeah, I just moved my organs." And for whatever reason, I'm not saying me knowing it, thinking it made sense makes sense.
It
I'm
makes
just
zero
saying
sense.
it happened in the show, and I didn't even question it. I was like, "Oh yeah, that tracks."
Because of how
Just
weird he is.
yeah, just because of how weird, how fucking wild that motherfucker is
Yeah,
as a person.
yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, okay,
yeah.
that checks out. Yeah, he can move organs. All right, I have no further
Why
follow
not?
up
Yeah,
questions. Yeah,
yeah.
fucking, that's not weird. That makes sense."
Yeah, that shit had me dying. He's just out there
That shit
running
was
with that
funny. I
head.
forgot about that where he fucking just
Yeah,
took off with that bitch's head. By the
yeah,
way, she got decapitated like fucking
like
8
8
times.
times. Yeah.
Fucking so many times. Like, how are you gonna be that bad as an upper six? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. No, I
And it
100% agree.
fucking stop dying. Stop
And
getting
the
your head
funny
cut
part
off.
too is I noticed that when he said the brother sickle cell said, well, all right, finally, like they finally are about to cut his head off, and he's all
Right.
like, "It's all good. My sister's still alive," and it's
And he
like,
looks.
it's like, dude, I don't
She's
know
like, no, I'm
what
not.
would make you think you trust your sister, who's already gotten her head cut off like 4 times by now,
Right. Yeah.
that
There's no
she
way she
hasn't.
died. Oh, she's pretty
Uh,
much had her head chopped
Come
8
on, bro.
times.
This
Like, it's
fight
been
hasn't
12 times already. She's had her head
exactly
cut off 15 times, dude.
like
Like, what are we doing here?
Why are you rolling the dice here?
Yeah, that's a terrible person
Not
to bet on.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I
What are
understand
you
it's your
doing, dude?
sister, but know who people are, all right? Your sister's
Exactly.
someone who gets their head chopped off a lot. You should know
Yeah.
that about her. So you
Yeah.
should at least be confident. Like, be confident. Like, I don't think, but he was like, "There's no way you guys took her head too."
She set a record. She had to have
She
set a
had
record
to have
for, like, most heads cut off in a
in
fight.
a fucking one single fight.
Sequence.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking ridiculous, dude. That chick
Yeah.
sucked.
She sucked. And she even
Yep.
sucked when she died too, because she's talking shit to him. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hell no!" Because
And
she
fucking
started that shit. Yeah, he was
yeah.
about to end it. He was about, I wish you were there. He was about
Yep.
to end it, but
Yep.
she started that shit. And I was like, "Why didn't you cover her mouth, Tanjiro?
Yeah,
Why'd you cover
Tanjiro,
her
soft
fucking
ass
mouth?"
bitch.
She's like,
Dude, you
"You
got some
ugly bitch. That's why
siblings.
nobody likes you, you
Yeah, that's
ugly
right. She
ass
was talking
bitch
wild
ass
shit.
bitch."
It's like, dude, you were the reason they lost this fight.
Yeah. I was like, the dude fucking kept you guys alive throughout that entire thing,
Yeah, that's all on
bitch.
him. Yeah, fuck is wrong with you? And soft ass Tanjiro, "Ooh, don't talk to your
Cover his
sister
mouth.
like
Yeah,
that.
don't call you. What about
You
her?
guys should love each other.
I would have been
You
like,
guys should hug and
I would
kiss
have been
on
like,
my
get the,
cup.
I mean it, get the fuck off me,
You
Tanjiro. I've been
fucking
wiggling my
country
head.
bumpkin
I would have
bitch."
been like this. I wish you were never born. Stop me. You
Which
stay
is
out of it.
wild because, like, if I'm a demon slayer and I'm taking people's heads as they're dissolving, I'm talking wild as shit.
Oh, you're just gonna be right in there. What are you gonna
Oh
say?
yeah, I
You're gonna get
have
right in
it.
his head. What would you
I'm
say?
right up there. Oh yeah,
You're right up
you
in his
ain't
face.
shit. You were talking all that shit before. You
You
ate
ain't
all those
shit.
humans. Don't feel so
Yeah,
good about it now, bitch. You
yeah,
dead now, bitch. Oh wait,
yeah.
you can't hear me? That's right, because you don't have a body, because you don't have arms, because I cut it off.
Yo, and you said I wasn't gonna cut it off, but look at you
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
dangling,
Dangling. You want to see your body
dangling.
disappear? You want to see your
Everybody's
body
all watching
disappear?
you.
Let's watch.
Imagine being like
But
Zenitsu or Inosuke, just like, what's wrong with
this,
him?
yeah, this dude is a fucking psychopath for
Yeah,
sure.
this dude definitely murdered real people, not just
Yeah.
demons.
And then we get to see fucking Nezuko's little firepower kind of throughout the whole thing. Because remember when she was fighting the chick first, it's where we get a real good glimpse of the firepower where it's like, oh, it only affects demons. That's wild.
Yeah,
And then she
that
burned
was
away all the
cool.
fucking poison at
Yeah,
the very end on everybody. So
yeah,
because
they're just
everybody's like,
making
yeah,
up
we're all gonna fucking
abilities.
die.
Yeah, they're just making up abilities
Yeah,
at this
let's just
point. It's
fucking
like,
play it by ear.
not only can her blood burn people, heal people, but also get rid of poison and also
Yeah, you know what? You know what anime fans like? They like new abilities popping up out of nowhere. Let's just fucking play this by ear and find a way to make it work. And
well,
if it doesn't work, we'll create a new ability. Fuck
well, and
face.
the first thing I thought was, let's get that bitch back to Master Kaguya. Dude, that dude's clearly dying from poison. Let's
Right? That's
get
that's
that
a good point. The
let's get
poison
that
does
bitch
look
over
exactly
there,
the
dude.
same. That
Yeah.
is true. I didn't even think of
And
that.
if it's not poison, let's at least try it. I don't fucking know what
Also,
that is.
side note, guys, if the answer's in the manga, do not tell
Not
us.
good.
We don't
Yeah.
want to know if he's poisoned or not.
Yeah. We
All
do
right?
not.
We are solely speculating and we want to
Yeah.
find out on our own.
Yeah. It just looks
Mhm.
like he's poisoned in some way. I mean, it looks like he's
Yeah.
blind as
It
well.
the point like it looks the same. It looks the
Yeah.
same as when they
As
were poisoned,
yeah,
which is why
tengen
we're coming
poison
to
and
that
shit.
conclusion.
Right.
Yeah, because the fucking everything looks the same. So it's not poison. Be better,
Don't
guys.
fucking
Like
tell
it
us.
looks the same. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Don't
come on,
tell us.
animators. You're
I
better
don't
than
need.
this.
Let us find out.
Yep. Let us
So
find the fuck out.
so yeah, that was cool. And then at the very, very end, it was also real cool to see your boy Akaza pull up and be like, the only reason why we got summoned here was because
Hmm.
somebody fucking died.
Yep.
And it had been what, 100 years?
Yeah, something like that. He's like someone in the upper six fucking pieced
And
out.
I believe, yeah, actually.
And
Yeah.
that's where they end it. So let's stop it there.
Yeah.
That's right where they pretty much they don't go any further into that.
Right. Yeah, and that was cool. And also seeing Tanjiro with the scar mark pulling up, because I
Oh
think this
shit,
is
that's
the
right. That was
real
the first
first
time we
time where
see
you
that
really see
fucking
it like form,
yeah, where you
like
really like it
really
brings attention
forms,
to it.
and he's not
Yeah.
breathing during it for whatever reason.
No. He almost had that bitch too.
Yeah,
And he
he
ran
would
out
have.
of breath.
He looked like an actual Hashira then when
Yeah. When he
the
was
mark
fucking
pulled
her
up.
up.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he was going toosh toosh. He was jumping in. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it was really cool how they did that actually, because I was so caught in the moment. He was like, oh no. I gotta take a breath. I was like, oh shit, that's right. He didn't take another breath. That's wild.
Well, and it's wild that one breath did all that, which I guess goes to show you how strong sun breathing is.
Yeah, and I think also how endurance they are and how quick they are. I think all that kind of shows up in that moment
Right.
where
Well,
you
and the
realize that was all
specialty to
one breath.
him, yeah, and the specialty to him in that he can hold multiple forms is just wild. That's
Yeah,
just wild. And I love how he figured out how he could do water breathing as
for
defense or
defense. Yeah.
agility. And
Mm-hmm.
he could also not only switch up, but he could combine them. Because you remember he said he combined it, his water breathing and sun breathing
Yeah,
together, or
to kind
Hinokami
of
Kagura is what he called it.
right. Yeah,
But that's
and
sun breathing. So,
yeah, and that's more so. That's more like we later find out that's more of his thing, but we won't get into that.
well, no, I mean, that's just the concept that you're starting to find out with him right
Right.
now is that
Yep.
he's combining shit. And
Yep.
that's the whole concept of him.
Yeah. So we're about that time. Got any final thoughts on this on the entertainment district arc?
The fight animation scene was top fucking level.
Yep.
You don't get any better than that in regards to just overall graphics, overall animations. And that's something that has been the main reason I watch anime. If anime didn't have shit like that, I wouldn't watch it.
Yes,
So
sir.
the fact that that's my source that got me into anime is what makes me appreciate this anime so much. And it's not just because it's popular, it's because this shit is legitly done. And I know they spent hours on hours on hours making those fight scenes. And I would
Yeah.
love to know how actually long and how hard it is to actually
Yeah,
make a scene like
and
that.
Demon Slayer is a wild one where there's a lot of people who don't like it. I wouldn't say majority of people don't, but there's a higher percentage of people that don't like it than you would expect. I guess is the right
Considering,
way to put it, considering
yeah,
how good it is.
uh,
And I honestly think those people are just haters, man. I
yeah,
genuinely
they
think that
just hate
because
on big time anime,
yeah, like those like the
like
mainstream
people who
stuff, like
hate
oh
Naruto.
yeah, oh I don't like it, it's so cheap,
Naruto
dude. Come on,
trash.
man. Yeah, like all right, dude. No, you're trash.
Yeah.
Like don't be
You're
that dude.
trash.
But it's like because it's pulled like it's pulled a couple of my friends who don't watch anime. They were watching it and they're like, "Yo, is there more coming out?" Like like I have a friend who doesn't watch anime who's like, "Hey, I'm looking for something to watch." I was like, "Try this anime," and I gave him Demon Slayer, and he finished it in a week. Like, he got
Yeah,
all the way through the Swordsmith arc
yeah.
in a fucking week. It was fucking wild. He was texting me like
Well,
fucking
and
losing his shit the whole time.
that's one of the best parts about anime or about this anime is that it moves so fast.
Yep,
Fast, man.
there it
Faster than
is.
I
I was
come on
waiting
a
for it.
Sunday afternoon.
I was waiting for it.
Holy shit,
Yep,
man. Fast, fast, fast. I love it.
yep.
No other anime moves this fast. And there are some
I
other ways that
agree.
are close in terms of speed, but
Yeah,
not this.
100%,
Not
but
even close to
not
this.
like this. Not
Not
like
even close.
this.
Not even
Yeah,
close to this.
yeah. Kinda set a bar
Yeah,
in a
an
standard in a
unreachable
sense.
bar.
Yeah.
It like I told you, you told me about this, and I watched this prior to going back and watching
And
Bleach,
watching
which
My
I'm
Hero
a little bit
and My
over.
Hero too.
Well, mainly with Bleach, and here's why: is because it's swords, right? It's swords,
Yeah, okay.
and on top of that, um, yeah, Bleach just moves way slower, and the fight scenes
Yeah.
aren't nearly as good in terms of the animation.
Right,
So
older
it is
show, but yeah,
fucking hard to go from this to that,
I
back to
get why
back.
you brought it up. Yeah.
I would have
And
loved
Bleach
to
is an
watch
older
Bleach first.
show. Yeah, it's an older show, and it's back in the period where they were stretching
They
things
were
out as
talking a
long as
lot.
they could
A lot of
and
that.
stuff like that. So it's that Dragon Ball Z era of and
Yeah, but
Naruto
even
and
Dragon Ball Z fucking they threw hands.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot to it, but Bleach is one of the big three and one of my favorites. So it is
Good
what
for
it is.
you.
I get it though. I get
Good
it
for
though. I
you.
understand. It would be hard even for me to go between Bleach and Demon Slayer,
Yeah. It's
considering
just not
the caliber.
the filler. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just different. So,
yeah. But
yeah.
eh,
But y'all, we love the support in terms of
yes,
our
sir.
fans talking to y'all now. So that way you
Yep.
understand that.
Thank you. I was
Uh
gonna ask you.
Were you gonna
I
ask? Were
wasn't
you
sure.
not sure
Yeah,
who I'm talking about here?
yeah,
Thank you
yeah. I
guys
wasn't.
for liking the videos that you like, for watching the videos that you watch.
Yes, sir.
All 200 subscribers. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you guys, every
Every
single one
single
of
one of
y'all,
you guys.
and we love it. Comment below whether or not you love this arc, this district,
Yeah.
entertainment district. Don't ruin anything. We don't watch or we don't read manga. We don't
Manga.
do it, okay? So don't
Mhm.
fucking ruin it. And we're
Yep.
caught up to Swordsmith, but don't ruin that in the comment section below either. We
Yeah, just
will
in case other
delete
people
those
haven't. Yep.
because other people may not and have just watching this review. So
Yep. Eh. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if there's something else you want us to touch, something else you want to cover, even if it's not
something we
even like,
missed.
yeah, even if it's not a specific anime you want us to cover, but like a topic or an idea or a thought, something like that. We'd love to touch on different things. We're trying to switch it up so we're not just covering shows specific that we're kind of gonna be all over the place and do more content around different things. So if you guys have anything for us, even if it's just some critiques, we're here for it. So just comment below. Let us know. That's the only way we improve, really, is if you guys, the fans that are listening, because we have our ideas, but they're limited. They're limited by our scope of
Yeah.
view. So make sure you
Nice to
guys
have
comment below. Yeah.
nice to have
Outside
constructive
opinions.
criticism. Yeah.
100%.
Don't just say we're dog shit. Say we're
Yeah.
dog shit and then elaborate. Be like,
Because. Yeah.
because this, and this. And we won't care if you call us dog shit. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's more about what you say afterwards.
Yep. Because we
So
can't do anything with dog shit. I'd be like, you're dog
I
shit. I don't know what we're doing
don't
here.
know what
You know?
we could throw out jabs all
Yeah.
day.
Probably better at it. But,
Right.
but all right, guys.
All right.
Comedy Hashira.
Blackie Chan,
We out.
we out.